Your WhatsApp chatbot can collect customer names, email address, phone number, and many other details. But what happened after that? How do you send all the data to your CRM, database, Google Sheets, or any other application automatically? So that's exactly what we are going to solve in today's tutorial. As you can already see on your screen, I have already built a chatbot that collects customer information, and within seconds, all that data is sent to Pabbly Connect through API request. Today, I'll explain every single step behind this integration so that you can connect your own chatbot with almost any application without writing a single line of code. See, collecting customer data is the only beginning. Real value comes when that information automatically reaches the application where your business actually works. Maybe you are using Google Sheets to manage leads, a CRM to follow up with customers, or your own application to store user information. If you do this manually, it takes time and increases the chances of mistakes. But once you understand this API request node, your chatbot can automatically send customer data wherever you want in real time. This is one of the most powerful features of Pabbly Chatflow because it allows your chatbot to communicate with thousands of different applications. To receive this data, I am using Pabbly Connect. See, think of Pabbly Connect as the bridge between your chatbot and all your business application. Instead of writing API code or hiring a developer, you can create professional integrations using a simple visual workflow. Today, we are storing the chatbot data inside Google Sheets because it's easy to understand. But tomorrow, you can send the same data to HubSpot, Zoho CRM, Airtable, Notion, or your own database. Almost any application that support APIs. That's why learning this workflow is so valuable. And the best part is that you don't have to purchase anything immediately. You can build the exact workflow using the free trial of Pabbly Connect, build it, test it with your own chatbot, and once you understand how easy it is to automate data collection, you will realize how much manual work it can save. And if you decide to upgrade later, then don't pay the regular price. Simply use my coupon code MEHYT during checkout to get an exclusive discount on both yearly and lifetime Pabbly plans. See, this is a chatbot flow that I have built by using Pabbly Chatflow. This chatbot will work in real time like this. I have already created a separate detailed video of how you can create this automated WhatsApp chatbot. Check the description below for the video link. Now comes to the most important part of this entire tutorial, that is API request node. So for adding the API request node, you need to click on this actions option. Here you will see API request node. You need to simply drag and drop this node here. See, this single node is responsible for sending your chatbot data outside Pabbly Chatflow. Once you understand how it works, you will be able to connect your chatbot with almost any application that support APIs or webhooks. So instead of keeping customer information inside the chatbot, you can automatically send it wherever your business needs it. After getting this node, you need to click on this option, and here at first you need to select the request method. You will see options like get, post, put, patch, and delete. Since we are sending a new customer information from chatbot to other application, we'll select the request as post. Now next we need is the webhook URL. See, the URL acts as a communication bridge between Pabbly Chatflow and Pabbly Connect. So for getting this webhook URL, we need to create a workflow inside Pabbly Connect. So for that, I'm going to take you to my Pabbly Connect dashboard. See, this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. If you are an existing user of Pabbly, that is perfect. But if you are not, then go for pabbly.com/connect and create a free account. Once you create it, you will receive 100 free tasks every month to explore the software, which is perfect for testing. After doing the sign up process and selecting the application as Pabbly Connect, you will successfully come on the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now for creating a new workflow, you need to click on this plus create workflow button. So there are three ways to create a workflow by using Pabbly Connect. The one is create from scratch, second one is create using AI, and the third one is create using Quick Builder. In this tutorial, I'm going to build a workflow step by step from the scratch by myself. So I'm selecting this option, but you can also create a workflow by using AI as well as Quick Builder. After selecting this option, next it will ask me to enter the name of the workflow. Here I enter the name as collect WhatsApp chatbot data using API step by step tutorial. After the folder, I'm selecting as Pabbly Connect and clicking on this create button. See, our workflow is created successfully. Now this right here is the most important step of doing any automation, name as trigger. Trigger says when this happened. This is the first application you need to select for creating your workflow. So in this tutorial, my objective is that whenever I received a new lead through the chatbot conversation, then automatically all the lead data is going to be stored inside my Google Sheet as a new record. So for that, at first I'm going to select my trigger application as Pabbly Chatflow because I created the flow of this chatbot inside Pabbly Chatflow flow builder. See, after selecting the application, the app event I'm selecting as new message received because whenever the chatbot will receive a new message, then automatically this automation gets triggered. After selecting the app event, I am clicking on this connect button. See, it will provide me one webhook URL. So now I am going to copy this webhook URL from here and going back to the flow setup that we have done previously. See, here in this enter or paste URL field, you need to paste the webhook URL that you have copied from your workflow. Whenever the chatbot reaches this node, it immediately sends all the collected customer information to this URL. Without the webhook URL, your chatbot can collect the data, but it won't know where to send it. See, whenever you are creating or sending new data, post is the most commonly used request method. Now there are three ways to send data. The one is parameters, second one is headers, and the third one is body. See, inside the parameters section, we decide exactly what information should be sent. On the right side, you need to select all the contact custom fields that you have used inside your flow. See, inside this chatbot flow, I have used multiple contact custom fields such as insurance type, full name, contact number, email, city, age, and much more. Contact custom field is a user-specific parameters for managing contact details like name, email, contact number, city, and much more. For creating a contact custom field, you have to click on the settings option and go in this contact custom fields option. Now for going with parameters, here I am selecting the first contact custom field as insurance type. Here you need to repeat the same process for all the fields you have collected in your chatbot. After that, on the left side, these key boxes enter the same contact custom field names but without dollar symbol. Here I have added, so this is the first method to send the data to Pabbly Connect. Now the next section is headers. Let me explain what headers are. See, headers are only required when the application asks you for some extra information before accepting your API request, like an API key or an authorization token. If the application does not ask for anything like that, you can simply leave this section empty. For today's workflow, we are connecting with Pabbly Connect and it does not require any headers. So I leave this section as it is and move to the next one, that is body. See, this section is used when an application wants you to send the customer data inside the request body instead of the parameters section. In that case, you can simply add your fields here and map the required contact custom fields. But for today's workflow, we are already sending all the chatbot data through the parameters section and Pabbly Connect accepts it perfectly. So we don't need to configure anything here either. Now before testing the API, let's quickly understand this response section. This section is completely optional. If the API you are connecting to sends back some response and you want to save that response inside your contact custom fields, then you can configure it here. Simply select the contact custom field on the left hand side and choose the response value that you want to store in this section. Here we don't need to capture any response from the API, so I leave this section empty. Below that you will see the message type section. This simply displays the response returned by the API after the request is completed. Once we click on test button and click on this run test, if everything is configured correctly, you will see a success response here. This helps you to verify your API request is working perfectly before using it in your live chatbot. Now everything is configured correctly as I have already sent one test API request. So now I'm going to check my workflow to see whether I have received any response or not. See, automatically I received a new response 6 seconds ago and includes all the test fields that I have selected inside this parameters option. After completing all the setup inside this API request node, you have to click on the save button. After that, simply connect this API request node wherever you want inside your chatbot flow. I am placing it right after the last question of my chatbot because I want all the customer details to be collected first. Once the customer answers the last question, the chatbot automatically reaches this API request node and immediately sends all the collected data to Pabbly Connect. After completely doing the setup of this API request node, you have to click on this save button so that your flow will be saved save and update it. Here it is completed. Now as we have successfully received the response inside our workflow, this means that the connection between Pabbly Connect and the Pabbly Chatflow is working perfectly. Moving forward, I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets. Here I'm using Google Sheets, but you can use HubSpot CRM, Zoho CRM, Notion or any other database based on your own choice. After selecting the application, the app event I'm selecting as add new row and clicking on this connect button. If you have an existing connection, then you will go with this option. I'm going to add a new connection, so I'm selecting this option and clicking on this sign in with Google. After that, I'm providing the permission to Pabbly Connect by clicking on this continue button, and this is how easily you can connect your Google Sheets account with Pabbly Connect. Moving forward, here you need to select the spreadsheet that I'm selecting as lead database. See, I have already created this sheet before. This is the same sheet, lead database. See, as soon as I have selected the spreadsheet here, all the columns that are present inside this sheet is going to be appear here in the form of field. Now in each of these fields, I am going to do the mapping of the response that I have received from the previous application, that is this Pabbly Chatflow. To do the mapping, you just have to enter the slash on the field and the previous application is visible in front of you. Once you click on it, you will see all the received responses. So in this full name field, I am doing the mapping of full name. See, it is mapped. Now what is mapping? So mapping is the most important step in automation as it makes data dynamic. As different customers have different data, so for capturing each customer's data dynamically, mapping is used. Here I have added only some fields because I asked only some questions inside the chatbot flow. You can add more. Here I have mapped all the fields. After doing the mapping, I am clicking on the save and send test request button, and you will see I have received the positive response. Now we'll check our sheet to see whether a new row is created or not. See, automatically a new test record is added inside the Google Sheet. This means that the connection between Pabbly Connect and the Google Sheet is working perfectly, and the setup of our action application is completed. Also our workflow too. Now I am going to test this workflow in real time by communicating with this chatbot. See, here I am on my WhatsApp and this number is already connected with the chatbot through Pabbly Chatflow. As soon as I send message, it immediately welcomes me and asks me to select the insurance type. Let's say I am interested in health insurance, so I am selecting that option. After that, it is asking me about my full name, so I'll enter my full name as test user. Next it is asking me about my mobile number, so I send one test contact number too. After that, I'm sending the email address as well. Moving forward, the bot is asking me about my city, that I am sending as Bhopal. After that, it is asking me about my age. Next, the information about any existing policies, so I'll send as no. See, the chatbot is asking me all the questions that I have used inside this flow. Once I answered all the questions, you will see I have received a personalized message from the chatbot as it includes my name as a test user. Now I am going to show you the sheet by refreshing it. See, immediately a new row is added inside our Google Sheet, and it consists all the information that I have shared to the bot, that is my full name as a test user, email address, insurance type that I have selected from the list as health insurance, my contact number, budget and my age also. So this is the power of automation. As our workflow is working perfectly, so now I'm going to end this tutorial. If you face any difficulties or you have any queries while creating this amazing workflow, then feel free to ask us in the comment section. I have also shared the link of this workflow in the description below. You can check it out. And as again and again I am saying that I have used the Google Sheet as an example. You can use any other application based on your own requirements. Trust me, this is the easiest way to collect WhatsApp chatbot data. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, then don't forget to like it and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Lastly, a quick reminder about the coupon code MEHYT. Don't forget it while purchasing the Pabbly subscription and grab an exclusive offer. So this is all for today. I'll see you in the next video. So thank you for watching this video. Not only this, you can create multiple types of WhatsApp chatbot with the help of Pabbly Chatflow. If you have any doubts, then you can email us at sales@pabbly.com. If you want to know the price details about Pabbly Chatflow, then you can visit www.pabbly.com/chatflow #pricing. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe our YouTube channel.